Today I would like to talk to you about a very serious topic that has the ability to make enemies among friends, split fathers and sons, and even lead to irreconcilable differences in marriages. No, I'm not here to talk about the latest social injustices. I'm here to tell you why Boston is the greatest sports city of all time. With most statements in sports are matters of opinion, the sports teams that call Boston home and the fans that support them have created a legacy that has undoubtedly made Boston the greatest sports city of all time. Numbers play a key role in sports, so to get things started, here are a few numbers compiled by our friends at Wikipedia. In no specific order: 118, 8, 17, 4, 6, and 1. For 118 years, the Boston Marathon has been continuously running, attracting over 500,000 spectators to Boston each year. The Boston Red Sox have won 8 world championships. The NBA's Boston Celtics have claimed over 17 NBA titles. The New England Patriots were Super Bowl champions 4 times. Hockey's Boston Bruins have their name on Stanley's Cup 6 times. And the New England Revolution have taken home the U.S. Cup 1 time. Admittedly, I did have to look that one up, as the New England Revolution is a Major League Soccer team. It is for these achievements and many other factors that Boston is undeniably the greatest sports city of all time. Growing up in Connecticut, I have been on the front lines of Yankee Red Sox territory my entire life. Even my family was split. They all liked the Yankees and I liked the Red Sox. Like I said, 50-50. I can't point to a specific reason why or how I became such a Boston sports fan, but as long as I can remember, Boston teams were my team. And that's how I always felt, and it always felt right. And with that in mind, the teams in Boston aren't the only reason to validate the city as the greatest in sports. The fans and the venues also play an important role too. After all, we didn't always have championships to hold high. Instead, we had our pride and faith. Let's first talk about the elephant in the room that a lot of you are probably thinking about: New York. Let's at least agree that there is maybe one other city that possibly has the credentials to challenge Boston, and New York has some valid dynasties to talk about. But the city of Boston has the complete package: the fans, the teams, the titles, the venues, the whole package. There is no other city or fan base that supports their teams like Boston. And even in Connecticut, I feel it's an honor to travel 2.5 hours to watch a ball game. In a Forbes article by Monty Burke published in August of 2010, the results of a 2010 report found that the Boston Red Sox, among all other professional teams, baseball, basketball, football, hockey, are proud to have America's best sports team. But I think Adam Kilgore described it best in his Forbes article from April of 2015. Kilgore exclaimed that parochial Boston creates prideful, borderline, maniacal fandom, and I couldn't agree more. Boston pro sports teams are established legends that have spanned generations. They have built lore, dominance, and heartache, and even curses, and they're becoming more dominant. Of Boston's 36 major titles, 9 have come just in the past 15 years. That's 25%. No other city can claim that in the same time period. Boston also has the team. Of all the teams in the world, there is one that transcends all other sports. There is one team that actually has more fans in some cities than the home team. We have the Red Sox, Sox Nation, the Sox, the Bo Sox. Enough said. Venues. In what other city can you lend so much credit to the venues feeling like an additional team member than in Boston? The Boston Garden hosted games from 1928 all the way to 1995. Their famous parquet floor has had thousands of Boston Celtics games. Gillette Stadium, host to the Patriots, brings together 68,000 fans every Sunday. And then there's America's most beloved ballpark, Fenway Park, home to the Red Sox since 1912. This park is the epitome of Boston sportsdom. No frills, no lavish attractions, just the essence and intimacy that is unequaled in today's stadiums. It is easy to pick one point about a city and its sports team to argue why they're the best, but no other city can match Boston's array of highlights and lowlights that both equally make up its sports character. The fans, the teams, the venues, they are all part of the city and its appeal to the sports world. The authenticity of Boston and its sports culture is so real and approachable that it's not very hard at all to be hooked, even if just by an idea. As I close, let me demonstrate this allure. Please picture this for me. It's a sunny day. You're in the grandstand at Fenway Park. Bostonian accents all around you. The park is so intimate that you swear you can see the actual faces of all 38,000 in attendance in the stands. Strangers helping pass your ballpark frank and money back and forth from the attendant. Crack! The sound of a ball jumping off the bat and hurrying out of the park. All the fans jump and cheer at once. People you don't even know giving you high fives and shouting. The fans go wild and you ask yourself, what's better than this? And the answer is nowhere. Boston is the greatest sports city of all time. Thank you.